Hey you guys, what's going on? It's Klaus and thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are on my rushed account, which I inherited from a friend. I've got a level 2 king and no queen whenever I first got it, and we have been working hard to improve this base, and I'm trying to teach you guys the best ways to improve a rushed base. And one of the best ways to do it is by farming cheap and getting elixir, because elixir in the laboratory is your #1 way of recovering your base to improve your attacking. And this attack against Maya was the mother load of elixir, guys. I don't have my queen or my king or clan castle troops, but check it out. I mean, when you find 600,000 elixir, you have to attack it no matter what. And it's got a little bit of loot, you know, in the collectors. This one's looking pretty decent, that one as well. But all the loot is in the storages, guys. And if you look over here, you know, this one can be accessed by the queen, but not archers. This one, same thing, can be accessed by the queen, but not archers. And this one actually can be accessed by archers. So I knew that we will at least get one of those full storages and all the elixir out of the collectors. And so, as always, guys, I'm on my iPad, so I'm using the 4-finger deployment with 4 different fingers, index fingers and thumbs, up and down, back and forth, and spreading out these barbarians to tank damage and start working on buildings, and then the archers behind. And I lay it down very evenly because all of the loot was even on the base, guys. And it is just so important to grab elixir as a rushed account. But now that I've gotten, you know, I've got my barbarians and my archers maxed out, I've got my giants working right now, I'm getting to that point to where I've got my farming troops maxed. I'm working on that. I've got a few more troops I really need to prioritize, and then I can start really pushing dark elixir. Now, I know that I told you guys I wanted to try the queen walk with my level 5 and up queen. However, because she's so weak, I've got to spend so many spells to keep her alive that until we really don't need elixir to a high degree, I'm going to be sticking with my Barch. Now, once I get my giants, my goblins, and my heal spells maxed out, I will be trying out a new attack strategy that I really love called Gigabarch. And Gigabarch is an it's a massive attack. It's basically the goblin knife, but it's a lot more tanky. It allows for more mistakes. And so, check it out, guys. We managed to get every single elixir storage except for the town hall, which is holding on to 82,000 minus whatever's in the clan castle. But the queen managed to grab all the elixir out of that storage. We were able to get all of the gold and the elixir out of the storages and collectors and mines and such because of those barbarians, so tanky, able to handle the walls as the fences shoot them, and we're able to get into all these wall compartments and get all that loot, guys. So that was absolutely beautiful. Maya, you're my favorite. I love you. Thank you for your contribution to the base. I want to find another few of those bases, but I haven't been able to find that many. But I did lock on to over 540,000 elixir, which might be the record, honestly. This might be the record for Archimedes, my rushed account. Now, 2,200 dark elixir, not too bad either. So this was just an awesome base. Something that I really needed to find. Now, if I go back into my attack log, I'll show you guys what I've been up to. I boosted 2 times to prepare for this video. I really have not been very active on this account. But the truth is, I've been working so hard on maxing my queen on my other account that I just haven't had the time. I have not been very devoted. But this morning, 2 boosts of Barch through that maintenance break. Today is Monday, and there was a maintenance break this morning. But check it out, 200,000, 173, 290, 350,000. Man, that's pretty dang good for Barch. I mean, it's, considering the cost. I mean, let's look at the cost here. The cost of my max Barch is 80,000 with max Town Hall 9 army camps. I still need to upgrade my army camps to Town Hall 10 max, so I don't have a full Barch for Town Hall 10, but I'm doing pretty well. 350,000 elixir, 316, 350 again, 200's okay, 233, 246, 222. So the average is probably about 250 elixir. And I'm really, let's watch this one. This one looks really good. Against Jose Ernesto. Sorry about taking your loot, buddy. So what I did was, as you could see, all the elixir is in the storages there. And all I did was set a semicircle. I did a 4-finger deployment with my fingers, just kind of doing this number. And I deployed all of my barbarians and all of my archers on this top and left-hand side of the base. That way we prioritize all of the elixir storages, because if you look down here, I mean, yeah, there's probably a little bit of elixir in this collector. There's none in that one, you know. I mean, the loot's not that great in the bottom, but everything up here on the top. And with these max barbarians and archers, we're able to really grab a lot of loot. And as you can see, my barbarian king, my archer queen, both not alive during this attack because I didn't actually boost them. I've noticed that because these barbarians and archers are so powerful, I'm able to really lock onto a lot of loot, and it is super useful, guys. So what have we learned? We have learned that we have done things the right way. We managed to max out our barbarians and archers at the beginning, the laboratory, after upgrading the laboratory to max, because whenever I first got this base, the laboratory was not Town Hall 10 level, but I believe it's Town Hall 9 level, and we had Town Hall 8 level troops, which really severely hindered our attacking capability and the ability for us to actually take on Town Hall 10 bases. Now with these increased and strengthened barch, guys, I'm able to really barch and hit really good. I'm a really strong attacking in comparison to before. So check it out, another one. This is a dead Town Hall 9. He's got 350,000 elixir, and because everything is pretty balanced, I mean, I would say most of the elixirs at the top up here. There's 5 collectors right up there. There's one over here, but I went ahead and took everything out because what I'm trying to do also is I'm trying to push just a little. I want to get into top gold league so that I can find more bases with more loot. It seems like as a Town Hall 10, being below 1,500 trophies is really not good. In fact, I want to get more to like 1,800 trophies, because if I'm any lower than that, I tend to find only Town Hall 8s, which for a Town Hall 8, dead bases are awesome because you can find 500,000-600,000 elixir and gold. But the problem is, because I'm a Town Hall 10, I have that loot penalty, which means that if I find a Town Hall 8 that should have 500,000 gold elixir, it will only have about 250,000 golden elixir because of the penalty is half. Problem with that is that I cannot excel at a decent pace if I'm only finding that much loot. I'm finding decent loot up here, but I'm trying to push even higher. So I'm using my king and my queen. I'm using my max barch. I'm trying to get at least 50% like I did in this attack, and I'm trying to get this gold. Go, buddies! Come on! Oh, poop. All right, so that's reality, guys. That's what happens whenever you're just barching, but the loot has been pretty decent, all right? So if I go back to base, I have been doing some work. Let me go into my progress base just to explain what I mean by that. Right now, guys, I notched out this wall. This was the last level 7 wall that was there last episode. Now, I've done an entire lot. That group is pretty decent, and then I did a few down here as well. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you guys how much progress has been made on the base as far as the walls are concerned, because I really want to max out my pink walls. The problem with this is that to max out all those pink walls to level 7, I have to have over 8 million gold. And right now I can only have 8,500,000. So we're going to have to wait and finish off our level 7 walls next episode. But the good thing is, guys, I have enough dark elixir to upgrade my queen to level 7. That is a surprising fact because it's taken me forever to get dark elixir. I mean, you guys know when you're barching dead bases, it's hard to get dark elixir. If you bring some wall breakers and some spells and all these fancy things, it's easier. But for me, being as cheap as what's the word, frugal as possible with my loot, with my elixir, I haven't been spending a single spell in any of my attacks. Being cheap, and that is actually really costing me the dark elixir. But you know what? It's all right, because if we go in, I'm gonna actually do this. I've got 2 minutes before this barch arm is ready. I'm gonna attack these live, and I'm going to, I'm not gonna skip the search, because I want you guys to see what it's like for a rushed Town Hall 10 in Gold League. Right now I'm at 1673 in trophies. Not bad at all, but I'd like to get up, like I said, to about 1800 to see what life is like up here in upper Gold League. But right now, let's show you guys what it's like as a Rush Town Hall 10 in Middle Gold League, and we'll hopefully find some decent loot for you guys to see me grab live. And then, look at that. I mean, we got 6 million gold, 6.7 million elixir, and 47,000 dark elixir to spend. So it's gonna be a good video. Let me wait until this is done. We got 2 minutes, and then we'll go wreck a base. Oh, sorry guys. That happened quicker than I expected. Okay, so let's go find a base. And like I said, I'm not gonna skip. See, this is the kind of stuff I find a lot of actually. I find like 10 10s and 11s. They've gotten a lot of loot, 370,000 elixir, but it's all in the storages in the middle of the base, behind Infernos, behind X-bows, and with Barch, you simply can't do it. But I really don't have good enough troops to do anything else yet. I'm upgrading Giants right now. I want to get those Giants to max Town Hall 10 level, and I really want to get the Goblins upgraded and the Wall Breakers, as well as probably the Rage if it's not maxed, the Heal spell, the Jump spell. We got a lot of facets of farming to max out to Town Hall 10 max before we're able to really start farming real bases, hitting it for Dark Elixir. Right now, I'm just taking Dark Elixir as an extra thing. It's like, hey, if I get Dark Elixir, that's cool, but what I'm really prioritizing is Elixir, because like I said, that is still, at this point in our Rushed Recovery series, Elixir is absolutely top priority. So, you guys can see the bases, it's a lot of Rushed bases, a lot like me actually. It's either like really good loot behind really powerful defenses that there's no way we're going to be able to break down, or it's rushed accounts with hardly any loot at all. So it's kind of like you have to be very patient in order to fix a rush base. But don't get me wrong, guys, and I've said this many times in this series, it is possible to recover a rush base. It's just going to take some time. You guys remember my first episode. I was shocked to see this base. I did not expect my friend to give me this type of base, but it's been such an interesting series for you guys, and I'm glad that you guys are getting to experience it. Now, the problem is it takes, you know, you guys saw it, 50,000 elixir per raid. I was spending 30,000. It was like the slowest progression ever. But now that we've got a more established attacking level, we're able to actually get loot and you know, benefit from it, and we're actually able to put down these big upgrades like this upcoming 6 million elixir upgrade for the Giants at level 7, I think. So it's a struggle, but it's possible, guys. So that's the whole thing I want to put forth to you right now. If you ever rushed base, do not fret. It's going to take work, and I've said this many times as well. It's going to take work. It's going to take patience. You're going to have to work hard for it, but after you have recovered your base, at least upgraded your heroes and your laboratory troops, everything will be better, I promise you. And if you have bad walls as well, I'm definitely from this point forward going to be prioritizing only walls with gold, at least until we get to all level 8 walls. Because once you get to level 8 walls, level 9 walls, which are Town Hall 9 level, you can use elixir to upgrade those walls. And so I hope to push really hard to get all of my walls to level 8, which is going to cost half of 275 million, because I can't math very well. What is that, like 137 million? 137 million gold to max out or upgrade our walls to level 8. But we're going to be doing that. You're going to be using our gold for the walls while we use our elixir for the troops in the laboratory, while we use dark elixir on our heroes. And that's essentially the equation for any kind of rushed account that we're trying to recover. Whether it's y'all, you're recovering maybe a rush Town Hall 8 or 9, or maybe you're in my position, you got a rush Town Hall 10, or maybe you even have a rush Town Hall 11. The equation is the same. You need to have stronger heroes, stronger walls, and stronger troops in your laboratory to recover it. Now, I know you guys know that because I've said it millions of times in this series, but for anybody that is watching this episode, the first thing that you've ever watched on my channel, or maybe, oh my goodness, whoa, oh my goodness, look at that loot, guys, 459,000 elixir. Now, unfortunately, a lot of that elixir is going to be in the storages, but we're going to barch the crap out of this base, and I'm going to focus mostly on the left and the right, not much on the top, because I want to make sure that we have the best chance we can at getting our loot, our what are they, archers and stuff into the core. So starting on the top and the bottom, on the left and the right, I'm going to start there, and then I'm going to slowly funnel everything into the core. There we go, just like that. And then we'll do our archers the exact same way. You start on the outside and work your way to the middle, because you want the funnel to direct everything into the middle. If you take out the outside buildings first, troops end up going into the center, and that's what you want. So right now, I've got a pretty good group of troops on the inside, on both sides, really working. I've got a bunch of archers still doing work. Unfortunately, we had a mortar and a wizard tower on both sides that's it's really slowing us down, really messing us up. But I've got my king, my queen. So let's do damage control now. Where is the best place to put down my king and my queen to get some loot? I got Teslas up here. I've got X-Bow. I've got a dead X-Bow on the top. That's important. We got a live level 2 X-Bow at the bottom. So I think the best choice we have right now, guys, is to put down our king and then our queen. Let's let our king kill this cannon first. He should walk down here toward this archer tower, and then there we go. Okay, once the archer tower targets, there we go. We could use our queen to take out the archer tower, and then the queen should take out, well, she's gonna get that X-Bow first, and then we will watch as the queen gets this elixir, and that should really help us out a lot. And there's actually a dark elixir storage down there. That'd be cool to get. We're just gonna let our king and our queen do their thing all the way to exhaustion and see what kind of benefits we get out of it. But right now, guys, look at that. We're getting one of these storages, which is super, super awesome. Our king and our queen are only being targeted by mortars right now until he stepped up and got in the range of both a level 2 X-Bow and I think three Teslas. So yeah, pretty dangerous stuff over here. Our king is down, our king is down. Our queen is targeting. Pop our queen's special ability. She takes out the enemy king, and now we're targeting the dark elixir storage. We grabbed a little dark elixir before the raid was over, and of course we got the 1 star, which means we didn't lose, which means we're going to continue pushing, and hopefully loot gets better as we go. So it's wanting me to put down my clan castle. That's why it didn't close out yet. I could poison the heroes, the queen, or I could drop down my my clan castle, but honestly that clan castle was meant to be defense, so I'm gonna hold on to my clan castle. And 285,000 elixir, that is not bad at all, guys. In fact, that put us over that 7 million mark, which is absolutely awesome. I love that. Awesome. All right, guys, well, let's see what the best way to spend our loot is gonna be. I put down this dark elixir drill to go into level 4 off camera, and also our clan castle, there it is, still going. It's got 2 hours. I'll go ahead and let that finish organically. But right now, the main priority is this giant upgrade in laboratory. Now, I'm going to gem the last few couple of hours because I've got a schedule conflict. I've got to get going. But starting the level 7 giant in the laboratory is very important. So let's go ahead and gem that done. And then we have a 6 million elixir upgrade, a 12-day upgrade for a max town hall 10 level 7 giant, guys, and this is the top priority on the base, is getting these guys done. So let's go ahead and get this done. That's 6 million elixir in 3, 2, 1, bam! Oh man, I worked so hard for all that elixir and now it's gone. But here's the thing, the benefits outweigh the cost, I promise you that. So we got max barch, our giants will be maxed for now. Then we got our goblins, which we're gonna have 2 levels for, I believe. We're also gonna have the wall breakers, 1 level for that, that's important. And then, let's see, we got a max rage already, that's awesome. If we max out the heal spell, which is 1 upgrade, and we max out the jump spell, which I believe is gonna be 2 upgrades, then we will have max gigabarch. So if you don't know what the gigabarch is, Gigobarch. I'll put it on the screen up there and you guys can search it up on my channel. I did some old videos on gigabarch. It is still super powerful. A great overall army if you don't have heroes, and a great overall army for recovering a dead base or recovering a rushed base. But for now, that is what we focused on. The next upgrade will be the goblin, just kind of working our way down the line, unless we decide to do wall breaker since it's only 1. It kind of depends on how much loot I ended up with. But anyway, guys, what is next? I've got 1 million elixir. I don't think there's anything I can upgrade on the base for 1 million elixir, which is totally fine. Yeah, 4 million. This one's 3 million. This one's 3.6 million. None of the barracks are really priority, so we're gonna hold on to our elixir for now. And I've got 3 builders, so let's see, I'm gonna be putting down my queen. That's 35,000 elixir. Let's go, or dark elixir. Let's go ahead and do that. That's a 3-day upgrade, going to level 7, which is super, super sweet. In 3, 2, 1, bam! There we go. All right, so the queen is down, not necessary for the bard, so I don't need a gem or anything, which I'm not going to spend gems on that anyway. But what I am going to do is I am going to start working on gold upgrades. So I've got 6.2 million gold. I've got a little bit in the treasury, but I don't think it's going to make a big difference. Actually, it might. Let me just wait on that though, and see what else we need to upgrade on the base. I think doing the 1 cheapest gold upgrade just to use the builder, so we're not wasting him, is a good plan. So this Archer Tower at 360,000 gold is the next big order of business on the base, so we'll go ahead and do that just to use the builder so we're not wasting him. And now we've got 1 builder left that we can spend all of our gold on, aside from the last gold upgrade, which is the wizard tower. So we can save, as long as we save 360,000 gold, we're good. We can spend the rest on walls. So let's see, how much is this big group here? 7.4 million gold. So I don't quite have that much. What if I did this group here? How much gold is that? 4.8 million gold. That is a solid addition to the base. Upgrading walls is so important for fixing a rush base. It is going to help you in ways you don't even understand. I don't even understand them. I just know that it helps. So anyway, I'm just kidding. Really, what walls do is it slows down attackers. And you guys know in those 3-minute raids, time is of the essence. So the more walls that you have, the stronger walls that you have, the more chance you're gonna have at defending the attacker. So 4.8 million gold, that is so worth it in 3, 2, 1, bam! Oh my goodness. All right, so we've just spent a lot of gold, guys. I've still got 1 million. So let's go ahead and collect this this treasury here. There it is, and 1.4 million gold is left, and I need to save 360,000. So that means we can spend about 1 million more gold. And I think what that'll amount to is that'll amount to 5 walls, because each one is 200,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't count. There we go. And I believe this will be 1 million. There we go. We get to spend all of our gold right here and now. 1 million gold. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, all right, sweet. So I'm gonna notch that wall just because that's gonna mark my location for the ending of this film. But guys, that is gonna do it for today, guys. Let me put down my wizard tower, close it out with a final upgrade. 50,000 gold left, but we do have 1.4 million elixir, kind of getting ahead for the next upgrade. Like I said last time, and I didn't get around to it, I would like to farm up and put down an army camp next video, or before the giants are done in the laboratory. I'd also like to get these dark elixir drills done like I started between episodes. Those are just free loot. We need to get those done as well. But for now, guys, we have done everything that we could on the base. Every step counts. We are building Rome 1 brick at a time, and eventually we'll be proud of the base. But right now, we have a lot of work left to do. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like this video if you liked it, and if you like this series. The more likes I get on a particular series, the more I'm going to prioritize it, because I know that you guys are liking it. So like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you have not joined the Klaus family. If you've been lurking, I know you're out there. Subscribe, make an account. I'd love to see you. And as always, guys, I will see you guys again next time.